Guys, welcome back to my channel. So I've got like 3 different videos that I want to do. I want to do this eye look with the Lunar Beauty Life's a Drag palette, and then but today I'm going to do a review. This will be a first impressions review on the new Milani Gilded palette, Gilded Desires, with I guess it's only available at Ulta Beauty or online at Ulta or the Milani website. So can't get it at like Walmart or Walgreens or anything like that like usual. And then I also thought about maybe using like some of their eye toppers to go with it. I'm not really sure, but I'm thinking that would be cute. And then I'm also getting the new ColourPop palette. What is it, Mar de Sol, something like that. The blue one, that's the one I got. I didn't get both of them. That will be here. I actually just saw the mailman, so I think it's down in my mailbox now. So those are going to be my 2 upcoming videos. So yeah, if you guys want to see if this palette is worth it, and it is limited edition, so if you do decide that you like it, get on it ASAP. But anyway, so yeah, just keep on watching. Also, so I'm going to take the ColourPop No Filter in Fair 06 and just go ahead and prime my eyelids with that. And as usual, I'll just be showing you one eye and doing the other eye off camera. Now this concealer is pretty light, and you know, for my eyes I like to get a lot on there, so as you can see I pretty much cake it on there, and then I basically just pat it in. I've been watching a lot of UK artists lately, and I like what they do. I like how their work turns out, and I've just been trying to take like a lot of inspiration from them and have been like incorporating their techniques into my beauty routine basically. But it's got 6 mattes, well no, yeah, 6 mattes, 6 shimmers, and then 2 highlighters that you could obviously also use as shimmers. First, I am going to take this color called Crazy for Cocoa, and I am going to use that as my transition shade and just put that in my crease. Wow, nice pigment. Now remember, we're using, I don't set my base, I'm using a wet base. My concealer is still tacky, not really wet. So when you pat that onto a wet base, pat the shadows on, you get better pigmentation out of them. And I want this to be darker on my outer eye, so I'm just automatically kind of patting it in out there and then blending it out in circular motions and windshield wiper motions into the inner part of my eye. All right, now I'm going to go in with this wine shade right here, which is actually called Time to Unwind. And I am going to put this directly into my crease, and I'm actually going to kind of pack it in there. What a lot of the UK artists do is they actually kind of work backwards, like whereas they would put this color on first and then go in, they would pack it in like this, like so, where they wanted it, and then they would take the, what is it, Crazy for Cocoa shade and just blend out the edges with that. But it works very well, especially because you're putting this color that you want to be nice and deep on the wet base or tacky base, so it shows up really nicely. You usually do still have to go back and forth with the colors, just like I'm going to take a little bit more of that Crazy for Cocoa, because as you can see we kind of lost it, and put it back in up here. So I'm thinking like a shimmery eye look, and then go ahead and take a clean brush to blend out the edges. So you always use like the last shadow you used, and for the last one you're going to use a clean brush. So you blend out the red with the Crazy for Cocoa, and then the next color I will blend out the Time to Unwind. And now if I want to deepen that up get back any color that I lost while blending it out. Can add it back in like so. And you just go back and forth with the colors until you have the pigmentation and the blend that you want. Take this black Tie Affair shade, sorry, right here, on a Sigma E47. It's a very small crease brush, and I'm literally going to run that directly into my crease. And I'm using this brush because I want this to be very precise and basically have it exactly in that spot. And then kind of blend up a little bit. Going back in with Time to Unwind. To blend out the black Tie Affair. I'm trying to show you guys the whole process because I know they leave a lot of these steps out, and it makes it seem like the eye look is so quick, and you guys don't like really understand how much time it takes and how much you actually have to go back and forth, especially when working with like bright colors. This crease, I'm going to be using the ColourPop concealer again, and I think I'm going to do like not a half but like a 3/4 of a cut crease. So I put some on the back of my hand, and then if you guys watched my last video, you've seen me do this before. I put it on my lid how far I want to go, and then I look up and around like so, and then as you can see, I get that nice little shape. And then I want to go ahead and pack my brush, whatever round flat brush you want to use. I have slightly hooded eyes, so working with a smaller brush just works better for me. Patting it on also helps to not start getting the colors that I used underneath to blend into it. And now I'm going to go ahead and pat out those edges. Alright, so I think what I want to do is go in with these two shimmery shades right here, which is Champagne Wasted and Love Addict, and do like an ombre, and then go back in with the black Tie Affair and Time to Unwind on my outer corner, just like blend those all in together. So I've got a little flat brush. It's a Morphe M23 brush. I'm sorry, M213, and I'm gonna use the Milani Make It Last to wet my brush. And on one side, I'm gonna do the champagne color, focusing on getting a lot of the product on the tip of the brush because that's where I really need it. And just getting it all the way up against where I cut the crease. kind of tilting your head up and looking down works really well for me. Like I said, I have slightly hooded eyes, so I don't know if that's just a trick for people with eye shapes like mine or everyone. But also cutting the crease the way I did, using that little trick where I looked up, that helps the transfer as well. So you know how high to take the cut of your crease without having to worry about the shimmer shades transferring up here as the day goes by. Ooh, look how much better this red shade looks where I wet it. So I'm actually gonna take this all the way down because, wow. Normally, in my experience, going in with my finger has almost the same effect as wetting it, but not in this case. All right, so I put a little bit of product on each side of the brush. And what I'm gonna do is just kind of lightly, I'm going in very lightly with the brush, swiping together to get that blend. All right, so now I'm finally going to be testing out this black gel liner. It's called Blacklist, and it's from Pretty Vulgar. A lot of us got it in our Boxy Charms 2-3 months ago now, and I have not used it yet on my eye. So I am going to go ahead and do a one here real quick before, as I finish my wing, and show you guys this. I don't even know if they have it anymore, but it's from Rite Aid, and it's called Renewal Fix It Up Makeup Correction Pen. Do you guys see the tip of that? So I'm gonna get real close here and show you guys right here. See where I wanted to clean that up? And then you could take like a Q-tip or just your finger or whatever, but do make sure to wipe off the end of the pen when you're done, or else you'll be smudging with black. Okay, we're back. So it's just me here and the baby and the puppy, so like I gotta do what I can to keep her busy. So if you hear the crinkling, that's Maddox. Okay, so I wanna show you guys not my whole routine, just a little bit what I do in the summer, because I live in Virginia Beach on the East Coast, and it gets very hot and humid here in the summer. I'm peeling right now. Yeah, sorry, I have ADD. So what I like to do is prime. I like to use a moisturizing primer. I got this in my box, no, my Ipsy bag in June, and I want to try it. It's a Makeup Forever Step 1. It's a hydrating base, and I have dry skin, so I'm like, okay, ooh, yes. Like, you don't even understand. I could just like lather my face with oils and lotions and hydrating primers. Oh my god, that smells so good. I can put too much on, but that's okay. I can never have enough. Not even kidding you. And then, okay, so I always put a hydrating primer on, no matter what it is. Binks, stop. That's our dog's name, and yes, it's a girl. And then I go in with a pore filling primer. Today I'm gonna be using the Cover FX Blurring Primer, and I just put this pretty much in my T-zone, except for not on my chin. Just down my nose, right here especially. You just kind of want to go like that to get them in your pores. And then you just want to let primer's on. Now I'm going to go in with a CC cream. This one is a color correcting tinted moisturizer by MakeSense. Well, actually, it's by SeneGence. It's the MakeSense color correcting tinted moisturizer. If you guys don't know SeneGence, it's people that do lip sense. I love their color correcting tinted moisturizer. Pretty much any CC cream will work. But what I like about CC creams is they have SPF in them for one, and for two, they're light. You can put them on with your fingers because they're like a moisturizer. They moisturize your, dry summer skin, and they're just lightweight and just even out your skin tone, because you know in the summer you don't want to wear like a ton of makeup and cake it on your face. You just don't. You know, there's really no point. All right, so now I'm going to go in with Tarte's Maracuja Creaseless Concealer. This is actually the new one. Well, it's not new. This is just the older packaging of the new concealer that they came out with. And you guys, this is my favorite concealer. I like it better than the Shape Tape because it literally does not crease on me. Well, it does the tiniest bit, but let's say the least amount. Binks! I'm sorry for that. Of any concealer, thank you, Maddox, that I found. But I do like to rub it together in my fingers, which is why I still like the old packaging. But obviously, I won't have that anymore. So, yeah, it just warms it up because it is a little bit of a thicker consistency. So, kind of like warming it up on my fingers first just helps. All right, so I just placed that where I want it. And if you guys can see, it's like shiny, like a dewy finish. So I really like that too. Like I really like how it looks. So I basically just put it over that big zit that I still had. I don't need to cover everything. And then I just go ahead and blend this in under my eyes. I'm taking the Cover FX translucent powder and bake in my under eyes. I don't really like to bake too much though because I have dry skin, but I am 32 and I do crease on my forehead, my smile lines, and under my eyes pretty much no matter what I do. So I like to just push it on my skin everywhere but under my eyes. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to take just Crazy for Cocoa and Time to Unwind under my eyes. Don't know why I said it like that. Just felt like it. So on the same Morphe M507 brush, I am going to get up under my lash line. And I go lighter as I get towards the inner corner. And darker out here, just like I did up top. And then that same brush for this one. Oh my God, no I'm not, because my dog was chewing on it. You guys, I'm just telling you, it's just been a day. So I'm gonna use the one I blended out with, which is pretty much the same brush. This is a M573. Crazy for the Cocoa. And then I'm just very lightly going to blend out the Time to Unwind. And I like putting colors under here like this too because it kind of like hides my like under eye bags and creases a little bit. Okay, now I'm taking the Sigma E47 shader brush with a little bit of the black tie affair, like just on the very tip. I'm getting it on my lash line very closely and very lightly. And then I am going to take, God, I've been using this so much lately, my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Alkaline for my lash line. Lastly, before we get on to highlight, if you guys can tell, I have one brow done and not the other. I wanted to show you guys this tip because if you're a busy mom like me or just busy in general, this is a great brow hack. So if you guys haven't heard of Busy Gal Brows by Tarte, get it. Even if you have really light lashes, when you go in the store, put it on your arm hairs and you will see what I'm talking about. Because I do have a little bit darker hairs, but you'll see that even like light hair people can use this. Okay, so it comes with a little tiny spoolie, real small. And I usually start over here to get more of the product off, just like when I'm drilling them in. And then when most of the product is off, then I do up front. And I messed up right there, but that's okay, we'll fix that. Can fix it the same way with just concealer or whatever, but you just build your brows up with this, and you can go in with more layers if you have to. It'll make them thicker. And you can go in with a regular spoolie when you're done and brush them out to even out any product or just whatever. Now it's time for highlight. So I'm gonna swatch these two shades for you, and then I will pick which one I want to wear. All right, so I will swatch them right here on my arm. Ooh, they're both really pretty. I'm thinking the gold shade will go better with my look, I think. Ooh. Yeah, and then the white as the inner corner highlight. That's what we're gonna do. All right, so let's take this little BH Cosmetics V9 brush. We're gonna take that white shade and use that as an inner corner highlight and my brow bone. Try wetting this. Let's see if that helps. It worked fine on my brow bone, but I want more of a pop on my inner corner. Yeah. Oops, sorry. That is much better. Yes, there we go. That's better light too. Was that just what it was? Sorry guys. All right, now we're gonna take my R31 by Morphe and highlight with this gold shade. Ooh, that is almost not wearable for me, but since I got a little bit of a tan, and I will be getting more this week and probably stay decently tan for the rest of the summer, I'm sure I can continue to wear this. But as summer hits, or I'm sorry, as winter hits, I don't think I'll be able to wear it because I get pretty pale. But I can definitely wear the white shade. This is a really nice highlighter too, guys, like really nice. You know what, I think I'm gonna take the white shade, just kind of like right over top. Ooh, the gold shade. Oh my God, yep, we're mixing them, guys. That's what we're doing. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this right now. Like, freaking drugstore highlighter. This is the final look. So if anybody tells you that you have to wear lashes all the time and you can't wear a sheer coverage on your face with a bold, beautiful eye look, tell them, yes, I can, because Leslie said so and it's beautiful. And by the way, for my lips, another thing from Boxy Charm, I am loving the Boxy Charms lately, you guys. If you don't have it, you need to get it. And this is not sponsored either. I just love them. All right, I gotta go before my child just like, first of all, this is my daughter, Maddox. Show them your face. This was her playing with my brushes. Putting makeup on. It's so cute. She's got, I don't know. You guys, like, I don't know. Toddlers are crazy. Okay, so anyways, my final thoughts on the palette. Ooh, now she's gonna put mascara on. It's amazing. You guys, it was 20 bucks. 20 freaking dollars. And I mean, I had no issues whatsoever. They blended out beautifully. Yes, the metallics worked better when wet, but like, who doesn't wet like every metallic anyways, right? Like, because they all look better like that. It's very rare to find one that you really don't have to wet. And even if you don't have to wet it for it to still be beautiful, I guarantee if you wet it, it's still gonna look better. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so you can also do this eye look with just that wine shade. Oh my God, how has she learned? This is killing me, the fact that she has literally learned to unscrew things, like eating my chapsticks and just everything. Now it's getting out of control that she learned that. You could use the brown shade in it instead of the black to keep it a little bit more soft, but still darken it up a little bit. I mean, there's a lot you can do with this palette. It's neutral, but still gorgeous with them gold shades and the wine shades. I would say it's perfect for summer and fall. This highlight, like, you guys, I don't know. I have not tried all the Milani highlights, but I did try 2 of the Hypnotic Lights highlighters from them, and they're beautiful in color, but they're a lot like softer than these. These are blinding highlights. Like, I was shocked. Those were the one thing in the palette that I didn't think was gonna be that good, because I know that Milani shadows are really good already, so, but I haven't had as good of luck. I don't know, I guess you can maybe say that the highlighters weren't necessarily supposed to be blinding, or maybe they were, because, leave the camera alone, it's part of the Hypnotic Lights collection, which, if you didn't know, is part of these eye toppers, and they have lip toppers too. I don't have any out here, but these really do compare to the Stila Magnificent Metals, the Glitter and Glows. If you wear them by themselves though, you do have to do 2 coats. So these are better worn over an eyeshadow. I was going to put on the one that looks exactly like Wonderlust. I was gonna put it over this. I'll show you guys Wonderlust. It's this goldy pink shade, but because I got all 5 of them, there's 5 different colors, I got all 5 of them. It was basically like I got one free for getting them all together, or like one almost free. But I gave it to a friend because it's literally exactly like Wonderlust in the Stila, and since I paid for that Stila one in full, $24, I was not gonna give that up. So anyways, so these are all the other colors. Maddox, leave them alone. This beautiful bluish purple shade, they're all duochrome. This is a pinkish blue shade. This is, gosh, it's like a greenish, pinkish, white shade, and then a more pinkish, greenish gold shade. I don't know, you guys, they're freaking gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I'm obsessed. $11, or you can get all 5 of them on their website for, I want to say like $45. So all right guys, that's all I got. I definitely think the palette is worth it. Like, say you've been wanting modern renaissance, but you don't want to pay that money, get this palette, because it is very comparable in colors, and I will say for sure that it's just as good. Maybe the shadows are even a little bit easier to work with, because I had no fallout. None. So, just saying, Milani has been killing it lately. All right, I'm gonna stop ranting, and we're gonna go to the pool. So, say bye, Maddox. Say bye. You're so cute. Good job.